Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. The Trusted Trail puzzle event as well as a resource well and some really crazy money bundles just went live. As always, you will find timestamps to jump to those parts that interest you the most. This time's puzzle event again needs only 14 rewards to get the main reward here, which is the trail snare, and this one comes already on tier 2 merge. This is completely crazy guys. It has 35p and 9% bonus power, and you're getting it 2 times if you are lucky enough to get this golden card here. And to reach 14 out of the 14 tasks, then you would need to exchange as much as 72 roller token, and you would need to open 124 lucky cases as well as playing 124 games, and then you have 14 chances to get this golden card as well as the 2 white cards, which is also the trail snare but on level 1. So you technically have a chance to make this miner a tier 3 version, and at that point it is completely ridiculous already. It comes with 100p in mining power and 18% bonus power, and the actual merge, because we are getting it one time on tier 2 already, is not even that expensive. It costs you 7.5 roller token and 15,000 of the white parts, and if you are having a lot of season token left, then basically this is free for you because you did all of the dailies and stuff. And then the only thing you need to invest is now 900 of these green parts, which are slightly more expensive, but seeing that these stats are this crazy, it's quite okay the price. It is not the best price, but it is also not the most expensive that we had lately, and even more so that it comes with 18% bonus power. The only thing you need to have on top of the parts obviously is the 20 roller token in merging fee, but then you have a crazy miner with 100p and 18% bonus power. That's ridiculous, and I really like it. In the puzzle event today there is no bonus power cards. The only thing that you can get this time is useful stuff, so no temporary bonus power guys. I really love that, and I love that we need 14 out of the 16 tasks to get the main reward, and the main reward is not locked behind this golden card here. Basically the main reward is also a golden card, which I think is a very good solution to this kind of puzzle event, and it doesn't start too crazy. You need to exchange only 1 roller token, open 7 of those boxes, play some games. You can already flip some cards, and the only thing that I see what could potentially happen is that you are going 14 out of the 60 tasks, you are not getting the golden card, and you're missing the chance in the future to make it a tier 3 version. If you get the golden card or not doesn't really matter at that point. You will basically not need the golden card if you don't want to merge the miner in the future anyways. So enough rambling around. My point here, what I wanted to actually say, is that you can go with 14 tasks and basically be done with this puzzle event, because that's how good this miner already is without even merging it. And there's some other rewards here which are really good. If you go with the 12 tasks done, then you get the Dusty Decider, which is one of the new clues that they released, and in this case you will have a chance now to get the 30% off of the hamster sale that's gonna release starting next week. So basically Dusty Decider is one of the 3 clues that you can see here, and the next 2 clues to get 30% off is also in the next days in the events, in the Echoes from the Vault and in the Tracks to Nowhere. So basically this is one of the things that you should not miss out on if you wanted to have this 30% discount and you plan to purchase the hamster for the discount. Basically, if you don't care about the hamster sale, then the puzzle event is something that you technically can skip if you cannot participate here. But if you wanted that discount, then this is basically what you need for it. And then the other stuff that you can get here is the Da Vinci Elizabeth. It's not a great miner for needing 10 rewards. It has only 1p in mining power, but at least when you go with 10 tasks, you have a lot of chances to get some really good bonus power from the other golden cards that you can see here. And also, as I said, there is basically only useful things. You get season tokens, hashboards and wires, and also some fans, and the chance of getting like a turbo hex with 2% and another perfection here with 3%. So all of the rewards that you get by flipping random cards are quite mentionable, actually quite good. So even if you would go for only, let's say, 5 of the rewards in this kind of puzzle event today, you can only win basically. Even as a free-to-play player, you're playing those games, you can flip already 4 cards, you have a chance of getting something cool from here, and if you happen to have 1 roller token to exchange, like any currency basically equal 1 roller token, then you already have these 5 rewards done, and you get another miner, which is the Nitro Nomad. So basically this is again one of those puzzle events that I think how it should be, and I really like it, and I hope that everyone can get a lot of mining power out of this one. Another thing ongoing is the old money packages that you can purchase for BNB token, Dogecoins, Polygon, and also Solana, and here you get 4 times the liquidity locker, which is a miner with 1p and 1% bonus power, and the package includes also the uncommon wires that you will need to make it a tier 3 version, as well as the white wires. And let me tell you that this kinda merge is what we wanna see here. You can make it tier 3 by basically just having 2 roller token extra to make 2 tier 2 versions. At that point it already comes with 3p and 3%, and then you need to invest another 2 roller token on top of the package price, and you already have a miner now with 7.5p and 8% bonus power. So 4 roller token and an equivalent of around $7 in Dogecoin or any of the cryptocurrencies here. This is way below of the actual price in the marketplace if you wanted to buy anything with these crazy stats, and it keeps getting crazier the more packages you purchase. Basically, you could already be done by just purchasing one package if you happen to only have like 32 Dogecoins here for mining. Then it would be already a very good deal because it's very inexpensive. But of course, in this kind of sale, the more you can purchase, the better it would get. Always talking about the next tier. So basically, if you can afford this package here 2 times to have 8 copies and make it a tier 4 version, then that would of course be way better than only having a tier 3 version. But you would need to now invest another 5 roller token to make the 2 tier 3 versions, then a level 4 version. But as you can see here, the stats keep skyrocketing, basically 20p and 16% at that point already for an investment of 64 of the Dogecoins. And then the next step that I think what would be worth it to then make it a tier 5 version, and the other step that I would go for is basically all in to purchase this 8 times, to have this miner 32 times to make it a tier 6 version. The entire merge from level 1 all the way to tier 6 would cost you around 200 roller token in parts and merging fees, and then for 200 roller token and the amount of Dogecoin needed to basically purchase the package 8 times to begin with, you would now have a miner with 150p and 65%. This is absolutely insane, guys, and in my opinion this is one of the sales that if you have the cryptocurrency from the mining again, you can purchase it as many times as possible. Also, you can of course make it a mix. Let's say you can afford this package here 3 times, you have like 100 Dogecoin lying around or any of the other currencies, then you can make it a tier 4 version and one time a level 3 version, and then basically just have 2 crazy miners now standing around. Also, if you don't have the amount of token needed to purchase this one package where you get it 4 times, with BNB token and Polygon you can purchase the miner as a single copy here. At that point you need to spend a little bit more per miner talking, but you could purchase this 2 times and then basically make it a tier 2 version, which again at that point it has 3p and 3% already. The only thing on top that you would need then is 50 of the parts here and 1 roller token. So an absolutely insane good sale, and I think this is something you should not miss out on if you have the cryptocurrency from mining. And I think I'm gonna try to make this a tier 6 version. Another thing that you can purchase here is speed up items, and these ones this time are actually having a good price. As far as I can see here, each of them costs you less than 10 cents in cryptocurrency talking. You can purchase this package 8 times and you get 12 of the items. So this is something that I would have expected them from the beginning to be priced at. Last time we had this kind of sale, it was kind of too expensive and probably not a single person on the platform purchased this. But basically the usefulness of the speed up items is bound to how you are using them, and I think 9 cents or 8 cents, whatever is the equivalent now, it's an actual good price for this. So that basically if you wanted to change the timer of your ongoing expedition a tiny bit, then you can just go here, click the plus button and just speed up the expedition by 1 hour or 2 hours, for example. Sometimes I'm using this if I happen to want to go to bed a little bit earlier and this is still ongoing for like, let's say 2 hours. I just go here, I use them one by one, and then I just speed it up and I can go sleep now when I send the next hamster on the expeditions. So the speed up items at this price, I see the use for them and I think it's a good sale. Another thing ongoing is a crafting offer, and this time I'm gonna save your time. You should not craft any of them. All of them are a little bit too expensive for the stats that they give, the block drain and also the golden vein and the ham napping, because you need here batteries, and we were able to craft one of the clues for batteries, and because of that the batteries skyrocketed in price from like 6 cents all the way to I think 13 cents or something like that. So every single miner that you are seeing here, because they use the batteries, are way too expensive. So basically just ignore the crafting offer. And another thing that you basically can ignore is the resource well. As you can see here, there was a grand prize, but that one is already gone because actually a lot of people did not ignore the event. There was like a miner with 32p here, which was a main reward, but that one again, like in the first resource well that they ever released, it was not sellable, and the better prize actually is the second one that you can now get now that the main reward is gone. Basically I made a video about the resource well and explained into detail how it works. Let's just go here really quickly over the actual stuff that you would get. You get like this main reward, which is only 28p and it gives you 8% bonus power. For that you need 2 million points. Here you get the Eden apple with 14p and 8%. And then you have like some other random stuff here, which is not really worth to mention it too much here because of the amount of stuff that you would need to burn to actually get them. And why I'm saying that is because the 2 million points that you see here is around $148 worth of stuff that you would need to burn if you wanted to basically just cash it out. So that is quite expensive for the stuff that you get, and there's definitely better offers. Like let's go back to this offer here, for example. This costs you $7. You get something here that you can merge. It already will have like 7p at that point and 8% bonus power. And here for $7 you will not even get anywhere and you will not get anything out of it. So it is basically complete wasted money in my opinion. And the resource well, I think they got like a lot of feedback on it, but they didn't change it in the way that people would love this event to be. But maybe in the future we will have an event that is actually going to be better. Like they were testing stuff with the puzzle events and everyone was a little bit complaining about it, and now they went back to 14 rewards and we have better rewards again. So I hope the same for the resource well, because the idea behind the event is actually really cool to have like something competitive where we can get like the reward faster than other people, we get something better. But in the very first resource well that they released, and also now in the second one, the main reward is worse than the second reward, because this one can be sold in the market and it can be merged, meanwhile the other one cannot be sold in the marketplace, and I don't think even it has a merge. So basically you are participating here, you are super quick, you get the 2 million points, you think you get something better, but in reality you are getting something that's slightly worse in my opinion. So I don't really know what to think about the resource well. I honestly don't think in the current stages of this resource well or how the event is built up, I can recommend you to participate here. This is basically one of the events that you should hard pass or basically just ignore that it exists at this point until it gets a little bit better. I did restructure the channel page a little bit so that it is easier for you to find the actual guides on my channel here. I figured that it was getting kind of crazy with all of the latest update videos with those events that we have in a week, like 2 or 3 sometimes videos. So basically I created playlists for you guys that you can find here inside of the overview in the channel page. And also I changed the actual description of a lot of videos already. So if you click the more button, you will find that exact playlist here where you can just click on it and then you will find all of the guides basically in one spot. As always, thank you so much for watching guys. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments below. Have a nice weekend and I see you in the next one. Bye!